welcome back to my Candy Love University Life. So today I'm playing through episode 13. And I don't know too much about what's going to happen in this episode, apart from it has something to do with the movie theater and something to do with Shani. And apart from that, I'm not really sure. So it's going to be fun, interesting, I suppose. A little bit of shameless self-promotion thrown in there. If you would like to help support my channel and my videos, you can head over to my Ko-Fi page at ko-fi.com/airy. All of your donations are so appreciated, and because I'm playing all 5 routes, they are very, very helpful. So if you would like, you can head over there. If not, let's get straight into the video. So, as always, I'm going to be playing through Nathaniel's route first, and then I will get to the other 4 after that. So, let's go. Episode 13, Reconnected. The network is finally back up. Shani and you have so many things to tell each other, and someone else wants to see you. Ooh. An opportunity to talk to your crush and meet up in the dark. Meow, what? Oh, I'm sorry, do you not enjoy being in here playing this game with me? Alright, I guess I'll let you out of the room then. Sorry about that. My cat is obviously not a fan. Alright, let's go. It's been a few days since classes started back up, and I'm not single anymore. And strangely enough, nothing's changed. I still haven't had time to see my boyfriend. Why are there all these quotes since we made things official between us? That word still seems unreal when I think about it. I worked on my master's thesis pretty much all of this morning. It'll be vacation time soon, but I have a feeling it won't be relaxing. The teachers are putting so much pressure on us. The break is a real blessing for making lots of progress on my thesis. I'm going to get some fresh air before classes start back up. I took my stuff. Great. I looked at my phone on the bed. No, I don't need it, considering the network is still down. Okay, it's still down. Strangely enough, I've gotten used to the idea of doing without internet on my phone. The horror! When I need information, I go to the library. Or maybe you get a newspaper. The hardest part is not hearing from my mum and dad. But I figure they're going to show up one day or another because they must be worried sick. Classes are emptier than usual too. Some students haven't been back to class since the network went down. It's like the apocalypse. Like Shani, for example. I hope she's okay too. Okay, sure. I ran into Alexi as soon as I stepped out of the elevator. Great, here we go. Airy, the network is finally back up. What? No, seriously. The news made the rounds of the dorms within seconds. I saw students in every direction immediately grabbing their phones to check if there was any truth to the news. I'm going to get my phone. Thanks, Alex. Well, that was short and sweet. I like it. I actually have 2 network bars on my phone. I can hardly believe it. I tried going on the internet, and it worked. So still, the first thing to do was call Mum and Dad. I dialed their number fast. Sweetheart, I'm so reassured to have you on the phone. Mum, how are you? The network just came back up right this minute. I was worried about the 2 of you. We're both fine, don't worry. For that matter, we had already decided we'd come see you next weekend if things weren't back to normal by then. I was sure of it. Oh, come on, we weren't going to abandon you all by yourself, without your family, for such a long time. Ha ha ha, yeah, I couldn't have survived, that's for sure. So, did you get my package? Yes, I couldn't thank you then, but thanks so much. Surprisingly enough, you really sent it at the right time. A mother always knows when to do that kind of thing, of course. I'm reassured to hear from you. Ignore that. Oh, your father says to say hello to Mr. Sadie. Awkward. So awkward. I have a hard time seeing myself saying hello to my teacher on Dad's behalf in front of the whole class. That would be kind of embarrassing. Sure, I get it. Ha ha ha. Your father will get over it, don't worry. Well, I'll be going. And, oh, one last thing. Are your classes going well? Yeah, really well. I have a lot of studying to do, but all's well. Well, feel free to get in touch whenever you feel like it. Talk to you soon. Sure, see ya, Mum. I hung up. I hadn't gotten a message in the meantime. Wait, I had gotten a message in the meantime. It's Shani! Hey, the network's back, so I'm leaving my mum's. She wouldn't let me come back without being able to get in touch with me. I'll be back this afternoon. Yay! I answered right away. Can't wait to see you. I'll wait for you in front of this afternoon's class. I didn't get any notifications informing me I'd received calls or messages while the network was down. Looks as if all the attempts at texting during that time had vanished into thin air. How convenient! Anyway, I'd better go. I'm going to end up being late. Alrighty. Wait, another message. I'm practically not used to it anymore, haha. It's Nate! You and I can write to each other again. I'll keep you posted so we can continue our conversation face to face real soon. Have a nice day. I wish I could see you already today. So cute. I should probably mention that I didn't go back and change the fact that my Candy had a one night stand with Castiel. I just left it as it was, so that's going to be interesting if that comes up again, but it probably won't. I still have trouble believing that the guy who was usually so hard to get close to is the one sending me this kind of message now. I know I'm going to read it regularly all day long. What a nerd. I answered, too bad I can't run into you in the school hallways. I would have loved to. Yes, please tell me whenever you want us to get together. Have a nice day. Well now, that's all I needed to get my day started the best way possible. I went to English class. Even though the recent events were packed with emotion, I get the impression I'm re-energized for the rest of the year. Class went by fast. It's already time to eat. Hey, are you going to the cafeteria? I'll come with you. Who is this? Who is this? Show yourself! Okay, maybe no one's gonna show up. Oh yeah, there we go. Melody! Hey, sure, I was on my way there as a matter of fact. Oh, okay. Let's go. We filled our trays and found a table for the two of us to sit at. I meant to tell you, for the Viking presentation we did... Yeah, we weren't... Wait, are we just interrupting her? Yeah, we weren't exactly the most dynamic duo in the class, but we got by all the same. It's fun to study together. I liked it. We'll do better next time. Let's go. You're so pessimistic. Our presentation was very good. Oops. And by the way, how's Shani doing? I know the two of you are friends, and it's been several days since we've seen her. Yes. She should be back today. I didn't even know... Wait, I didn't know you knew her name. I don't think I've never... What? I don't think I've never seen the two of you even talk. Okay, B-move. Oh, well, it's my role as the assistant to a main teacher. A main teacher. Okay. It's normal for me to know everyone's first names. Oh, right, that's true. I had practically forgotten that you had that role with the students. I just didn't care, to be honest. It's been a long time since you last worked with Mr. Zadie, hasn't it? There was a lot of work lately, and my presence wasn't especially required. Oh, don't look so sad about it. But he and I have a project. I'm getting it ready. You have a what? A project? I promised him I wouldn't say a word about it. You'll find out soon enough. Okay. I'm intrigued. We went on talking. I ate everything on my tray. Cupcake! Yes! Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, but okay, cool, thanks. We went on talking. I ate everything on my tray. I already said that. Alright. Moving on. You coming? We can go get settled in for the next class. It's still early. I'm going to enjoy the nice weather a while before going to class. Why are you trying to be so friendly to me, Melody? What's going on? Okay, it's up to you. I know it is. Thanks. Shani said she'd be back by the early afternoon. She should be showing up any time now. I waited 10 minutes before recognizing her silhouette near the gate. I walked towards her, all cherry. Hi, well now, aren't you glowing? Am I the one who has that effect on you, or did some incredible stuff happen to you over the weekend and I missed it all? But how's that possible? How do you do that? I haven't said a thing. You absolutely have to tell me your trick. I have mastered the art of divination. She said that in a nasal-sounding voice. Oh, oops, I didn't say it like that. As if to imitate the cliché of a fortune teller at the fair. Or I'm just a mind reader. Or else I'm starting to know you really well. It's your call. Ha ha ha, come on, let's go. You got here right before the start of the next class. Okay. I'm glad you're back. Because now I don't have to put up with Rosa and Alexi anymore. Oh, you're sweet. And for that matter, don't worry about the classes you missed. I got everything for you. Oh, finally, we're being a good friend. Thanks. I figured I'd end up seeing you again someday. Mr. Labard walked past us and went into auditorium number 2. Done. The teacher's here. Let's hurry. Oh, wait. That wasn't auditorium number 2. I always pick the wrong auditorium, no matter what. Everyone is still getting settled into their seats. I whispered to get Shani's attention. Shani, guess what? I have a boyfriend. So you didn't come home. You didn't come back right away because your mother wanted you to stay home. Is that it? Yeah, she always worries too much. Personally, my parents didn't even bother to give me some sign of life. They were going to, alright? They worry about their daughter, the little Shani who goes obexing and has all kinds of weird experiences. She's definitely right to worry about her daughter. She's a mother, you know. Let's go be. I definitely refrain from sharing that kind of thing with them. I guess it's a funny observation to make. We sat down in the middle of the auditorium. Otherwise, we could organise a little get-together tonight so you can give me the notes to the classes I missed, huh? Yes. You can take the opportunity to tell me about your weekend. I can tell you're dying to. Is your roommate there? No, apparently she's only coming back next week. How convenient. Okay, so let's make it your room tonight then. That works. The teacher took the floor and we automatically stopped chatting. We sat through 4 hours of class in a row, before being able to get some fresh air. Thank God we didn't have to actually sit through that class. I'm glad to be back. You missed the ancient art classes that last 4 hours long. You know it's my little weakness. We can go rest in your room if you want to. With pleasure. Alright, let's go. Oh, I feel much better here than in my childhood room back there. What do you mean, your childhood room? My mother refuses to move out my furniture and all the stuff from when I was a kid. So my room is frozen in time as if I was still 7 years old. It's fun sleeping in the middle of wallpaper with clouds and my old drawings stuck to the wall. Haha, I'm sure it's cute. But I don't understand. You lived with your mum when you were a teenager, didn't you? Where'd all your stuff go to? Around us. I haven't changed taste much since then. Since I took everything with me, my mother took the opportunity to let her nostalgia run wild. She sounds really close to you. True, she is. We sat down on her bed and I gave her all the class notes that I'd gotten for her. Thanks a million. No prob, don't mention it. In any case, looks like you're feeling much better than last weekend. Yes, now that you mention it. Looks like the storm has passed. You can put it that way, yeah. It's partially thanks to you. If you only knew, so many things have happened in a week. I get the impression that a whole year has gone by. Of course I'm going for this one. Tell Shani everything. You're arousing my curiosity. You're arousing my curiosity, okay. Shani turned on the music and we served ourselves glasses of blood orange juice. I don't even know where to begin. Oh God. We have to tell her about this. Oh my God, okay. Last thing I knew, I had left you alone with Castiel. Yeah, that was a bad idea, Shani. It seemed like he wanted to talk to you. He wanted to do more than talk, Shani. Yes, for sure, you weren't wrong about that. Something tells me the evening didn't stop there. That's wild. How do you do it? Oh, it did. It all ended at the band's event at the bar. Don't lie to her. Wait. I'm trying to remember if this is the one where I did the one night stand with him. I think it was. You're so expressive. I can read your face like a book. That's great. You're right to have a good time. Nothing's keeping you from it. Ugh, it was complicated. I mean, yes, it was nice, but there were pictures of the two of us in the newspaper, and besides, it was just a one-night stand. And guess what, Shani? He's my ex-boyfriend. Did I ever tell you that? Pictures in the paper. Wow, how did you react? I didn't have time to think about it. I had something else on my mind. Someone else. Something else? I didn't even have time to think about it. Okay, you already said that. Nathaniel came back to his senses and... Nathaniel, yes, it's a long story, but... Nathaniel told me everything and he asked me to be his girlfriend. What? Oh, shocked, Shani. Are you together officially? I don't know if you can say it's official. Official, air quotes. With Nath, you never really know. And you say he confided in you. Well, I know a little more about his extracurricular activities, but I'm waiting until we talk about it again to really understand what's going on. Yeah, I understand. What matters is that you're happy. I smiled at Shani. She's right, I am happy. I'm happy he declared his feelings to me, but I'm so worried. It's complicated to understand what's going on in my head. In any case, when you feel like talking about it, I'll be here. And I never judge, promise. Thanks, Shani. You're such a good friend. So there, you know everything. What about Rosa? Have you seen her again? Yes. Let's just say she's getting by. I'm glad to hear that. I told her about the latest developments with Alexi. Okay, what's most important is knowing that you're all doing well and that things are working out despite the tragedy. Shani got up cheerfully. Want to order pizza? Of course. The delivery arrived 30 minutes after our call. We gobbled down the pizza, sitting on the bed. Your roommate and mine aren't here. These days I get the impression the campus is deserted. Or maybe we should just share a room. If they all have parents like mine, freaked out without any contact for a few days, not surprising if they're still holed up at home. It's been quite a while since I've seen Yelene. Not that I'm complaining, really. Are you still at a standstill with her? Nothing's changed, and I don't know if I want to make any effort anyway, considering how the rest of the year has gone. I see. What about you? You never mention your roommate. Oh, well, you know, she's always campaigning for the environment and keeps talking to her plants all day long. I feel like all I do is talk about myself when we're together. Do you go out and do stuff together, other than just being roommates? Let's go to this one. Not really. We tried at the beginning of the year, concerts, urbexing. Excuse you, you took your roommate urbexing? You didn't even offer to take me? But we're not on the same wavelength, clearly. Look at this room. It's been a while since the two of us have gone out. Let's just say I make sure we get along, but it's not like she's a great friend. I love her militant side, but she's pretty close-minded as far as listening to other people's opinions go. To debate, you have to be capable of listening to everyone talk. Yeah, I understand. But she's really nice. Okay, I see. Are you sure? But you know, I've never had a lot of friends. It's not a flaw, just the opposite. I'm pretty proud of it. They know they can count on me, even if we don't see each other all the time. I see. You're one of my closest friends, Harry. Oh, Shani, so cute. Shani and I went on talking for a while as we ate our pizza. I love this girl. I picked up my phone. It's Nath. Oh my god. Are you free Thursday night? I can't keep my face from lighting up as I read the message. No. Busy with Shani. Leave me alone. I don't even need to ask you who the message is from. I answered right away. Yes, I'm free Thursday. Awesome. See you Thursday then. I'll meet you in front of the campus gate. I'll see him Thursday. Come on, let's finish the pizza. We finished eating, then I went home to sleep. I'm glad I'll be seeing Nate Thursday. I want to see him as much as I want to know more about the situation. I thought that knowing the reality would help me understand him better. Sure, I understand, but I'm lost in worry. I wish so badly that he'll be able to put an end to the situation. But does he really even want to? I got myself ready for the next day and fell asleep almost immediately, deep in a dreamless sleep. Dang it, I totally forgot to set my alarm. I looked at the time on my phone. There's 15 minutes left before the first class starts. I got up fast to get dressed. I suddenly realized that knocks on my door are what woke me up. Who's there? Open up, please. Strange, I don't recognize the voice. I got dressed fast before opening the door. What's going on? I knew it! Why, what? Who is this? Who is this person? Oh my god, what are you doing in my room? Get out! The light was on all night while you slept. Are you serious? Get out of my room! It took me a few seconds to come out of my daze and turn around. I see that the lamp on my nightstand, as well as the ceiling light, are definitely still lit. How did you... Just imagine, I saw it during my morning round at 4:36 a.m. to be precise. Light was coming out from under your door, but there wasn't any noise at 4:36. And I figured you were sleeping. I heard snoring. I don't snore. I was waiting downstairs to make a comment to you before you went to class. But I guess you intended to skip class, considering your first class starts in a few minutes, young lady. Get out of here. No, I just forgot to set my alarm for this morning. I was obviously planning on going to class. You make the rounds at night now? Going with this one. Of course. It's out of the question for us to let students with bad intentions to party all night and keep the ones who want to study from getting enough rest. Anyway, listen, I don't have time. I'm late for my class and I'm going to be even later if I stay here arguing. I'm sorry about the lie. I'll be more careful in the future. I left in a big hurry, took my bag and locked the door as the stunned admin director looked on. What a weirdo! Jesus! Oh, which one? Yes. I opened the door slowly. Everyone was already seated in silence. Oh. Okay. May the latecomer show his face and not leave the door open. It creates a draft. Oh no. Oh no, we're in trouble. He had spoken without looking. He was writing on the board. Sorry. It's okay this time. No harm done. We just started. Go and take a seat. I sat down in the first free seat I could find. In the corner on the first row, in the front of the auditorium. Great. You're going to attend a more traditional class. No walks in town or in the campus restrooms today. Is my thing, LOM thing, is this really at 0%? I can't remember. He just hates me because I refused to give him my phone number. Sorry! Several sighs and small giggles rang out into... Yeah, okay. Okay, let's continue. So we're going to analyze an absolute classic that you've already seen again and again. And for that, I think we need to go back and review the basics of its history, to rediscover it. I'm obviously talking about Jackson Pollock, a painter whose controversial work is often qualified as scribbling. Yet today, he's one of the figures of modern art. He turned towards the huge board to write. Did you know that Mr. Pollock drew his inspiration in shamanic art? Everyone listens to him attentively. By the way, before I go on, I'll talk to you about a group project more specifically during the next class. We're still working on it with Melody. I spend most of my free time organising it. It feels almost... It's alright, calm down. But I can tell you as of now who you'll be teamed up with. Oh, no. So that you can prepare yourselves psychologically if you aren't satisfied. So... No, Melody with Airy, Yelene and Shani. Why can't I go with Shani this time? He went on writing everyone's names in groups on the board. And what do we have to do in the groups? We'll tell you more about it soon as we've finished setting it up. Now, back to the subject. Jackson Pollock was a sculptor long before becoming a painter. Rain continued his lecture, explaining how the artist had managed to raise New York to the level of international artistic capital in the 1960s. The end of class was announced sooner than I was expecting. I stood up from my seat and gathered my things. Shani is waiting for me in the doorway, smiling at me. Well, that class was a success, as usual. The teacher has really found his calling in life. I've hardly ever seen someone so comfortable in front of an auditorium full of students. For sure, I have a memory of the analysis of Pollock's paintings being pretty boring, but that was really cool. Anyway, we can go eat. The next class isn't until this afternoon. When is something interesting going to happen? We can do a little study session and work on our end of year papers together if you want to. No, I want to go do something fun, Shani. Good idea. My day carried on with studying, working on my paper, and going to class in Shani's company. Nathan and I sent each other a few short messages. I can't wait to see him tomorrow night. Oh, thank God! Thursday night got here faster than I was expecting. I walked across the quad, hoping to see Nate's silhouette. Hi. Hi. That's right. This has gone down. We gotta get that back up again. I hesitated as I walked towards him. Am I supposed to kiss him? Would he rather we hide? How awkward. Tonight is bound to be much nicer than this depressing week. He moved closer and placed a kiss gently on my lips. Guess that answers that question. I felt every hair on my arm stand on end at his touch. How about we go and sit someplace slightly calmer to talk? Okay, sure. What did you have in mind? I only know one place where no eavesdroppers will hear us. My God, yes! Yes! Your place? At your apartment? Yes. Yes! Oh my God, I'm so happy. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was surprised by his invitation. I thought we were supposed to see each other to talk. Do you have something else in mind? Let's go. I can't wait to see what your apartment looks like. I have to go with the first one. I have to. It's probably going to be a negative response, but I don't care. Oh God, oh, it went down. No, I swear. But if it bothers you, we can try to find some other place. No, that's perfect. Let's go. So long as you're not afraid of getting eaten up by Blanche, everything should be fine. I'm sure your cat's going to love me. Just saying. Dream on. I'm the only one she loves. I let out a giggle and followed him. Okay, so don't pick that answer if you don't want your LOM to go down. Where are we going? How can I follow him if I can't see him? I guess I'm just gonna walk around and try and figure it out. We cut through the park before taking a little narrow street. We stopped in front of a blue door. Excuse the mess. I don't have time these days. I'm practically never at home. Whoa, okay. I recognize Nate's touch here. His bookshelves are full of detective novels. There are lots of clothes on the floor, and the trash can is overflowing. Still, the place has a yummy vanilla-scented candle smell or something like that. I felt something pushing hard on my calf. Kitty! Oh, she's adorable. Don't be fooled, she's a ferocious curtain-eating feline. She doesn't look that way at all. I picked her up and she purred instantly. Nath sat down on his desk chair. I sat on the bed facing him, still holding Blanche on my lap. He took off his coat. His eyes stared into space, deep in thought. I laid my hand on his. Is everything okay? Hey. Hey. Yes. Have you had time to think about what I told you? Well, now that you mention it, how do you feel? I sighed. I'm going to be sincere, but I don't want you to regret having confided in me. You can tell me anything. I'm incredibly worried about you, and I'm afraid of completely losing you. Completely losing me? I got more choked up than I was planning on. I'm not going to die. Well, you said they were capable of anything, and... He took me in his arms, hugging me tight against him, and Blanche jumped off my lap. I'm sorry to make you worry so much. I'm a jerk. Yeah. No, Nath. I prefer knowing much more than imagining some far-fetched scenario. I tried to catch my breath and sat back down on the bed. Okay, so now I know all that. What's the next step? How do you plan on getting yourself out of this mess? I don't really have a plan. I know the police are investigating him. Secretly, I hope they're going to climb all the way to the top of the network and take it all apart. But if they climb up the network, your name could surface too. You risk getting arrested too, right? That's called collateral damage, yeah. Nath, I refuse to let that happen. Candy, what are you to do about it, honestly? Let's be realistic about this. I got choked up again, but this time a sob kept me from talking. All of a sudden, I realized the danger and the consequences of the situation. Nath could get arrested and go to prison. No, there has to be another way. You have to take action. You have to stand up for yourself. I felt a lump in my throat and was all worked up, restlessly pacing back and forth. Nath stopped me in my rounds, taking me in his arms forcefully. Everything's fine. I'm here for the time being. For the time being. That's reassuring. I don't have a police record, and these guys have years of vandalism behind them. I could always play the guy who just happened to be there card. Is that how you're trying to reassure me, Nath? I think I know how to put an end to all this, but what do you intend to do? Please don't take it wrong, but great. I can't tell you. You have to trust me. Oh my god, we're back there again. We made eye contact and I tried as hard as I could not to ask questions on the topic. Don't do anything that might put you in danger, please. I'm sorry to subject you to this. I'm sorry you have to go through it. But you kind of brought it on yourself. He kissed my forehead, leaving his lips pressed against my skin for several seconds. That instant was enough to put to rest all the questions I was asking myself, at least for a while. We went on talking and I played with Blanche, throwing her a wad of aluminium several times that she brought back to me like a little dog. Aww. We had a nice evening, giving our opinions on movies and the latest books we'd read. It's a nice change. It's starting to get late, and if I'm not mistaken, you have class tomorrow morning, right? You have class too, don't you? Yes, you're right, I'd better get back. Oh my god, I don't know. I kind of want to go A, but like, yeah, let's just do it. Yes, I know, but I can't go. Right? I have some appointments scheduled, things to do for them. But would you like to go? Believe me, I'd rather undo all the choices I made these past few years and go to class like everyone else. But it's not so simple. Not simple, but nothing is impossible. Oh, it went up. Yes, if only. I'll walk you back to campus. I huddled up in his arms for a second. I don't know if I feel like leaving, actually, now that you mention it. Of course I'll walk you back. Because I'm not going to be able to be good for very long if you stay in my room a minute more. Who said I wanted you to be good? So it'd be better if you walked me back then. Yeah. Obviously I'm going with A. Me, I said it. Oh, fine then. I don't have enough time these days, and I haven't had a girlfriend in forever. I smiled when I heard him say the word. But we could see each other over the weekend for a date. A date in a gym where you teach me combat techniques. No, something more traditional this time. A movie date, for example. How about it? That'd be nice for a change. Yes, I'd like that. It's a date for Sunday night, in that case. He put an end to our hug, giving me a kiss on the lips. I said goodbye to Blanche, who was purring softly on the bed, while Nath put his coat back on and we left the apartment. Here we are, safe and sound in front of the campus. I appreciate the fact that you dared tell me the truth, Nath. I appreciate you being a good listener. So, see you Sunday then. Let's meet up in front of the movie theatre. He stroked my hair and came closer to kiss me. He stopped a few inches from my lips. How could I have gone without this? Without you? Oh, it's so cute. I'm glad you didn't. He kissed my lips gently. Sleep tight. I glanced back one last time before going through the campus gate. I waved to him before reaching the door to the dorm. Even though I had a feeling of relief after, finally learning the truth about Nathaniel, I can't keep from worrying. We're not talking about misdemeanors or reputation. He's risking prison, and he works with scumbags. I'd never have thought that Nathaniel would take such a bad turn. At least he is aware of it, and he wants to get out of this mess, but I'm afraid things may go wrong, really wrong. That idea is knotting my stomach. I try not to think of it too much, but my mind always ends up going back to the topic, despite myself. I lay down on my bed and turned off the light right away, thinking about the admin director lecturing me this morning in my own bedroom. Oh, that guy. He's bound to come by tonight to see if I actually turned off the light. I hadn't thought of it yet, but it's been quite a while now since Helene totally vanished from the area. Not that I'm worried about it. In any case, she'll end up showing up again, I guess. All her stuff is still here. I drifted off to sleep, thinking about Nathaniel's words. I think I know how to put an end to all this. It's the last day of the week. The weekend is almost here. I picked up my phone. I'll be expecting you on Saturday to take over Hyun. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry. To take over Hyun for the afternoon. Have a good day, Clemens. I thought I'd never see a single polite word in a message from Clemens. This is extraordinary. The day was long and intense. After classes, I was relieved to get back to my room. I spent my Friday night there in peace and quiet with lo-fi hip-hop playing in the background. Nothing better than that for getting focused. I took the opportunity to review my notes from the week and get ahead on my thesis. I had checked out a few books from the library. I went to bed calm, telling myself I had the whole weekend for myself. Well, other than the hours at the cafe tomorrow, other than that, I have the whole weekend for myself. I lounged around all morning, listening to music and straightening up my stuff. Come on, it's almost noon. I have to go fill in for Hyun. Why? What's he doing that's so important that he can't work, huh? I wonder if Hyun managed to talk to his parents since. The last time we saw each other, his parents were there, and we haven't been able to talk about it since. I sped up so I wouldn't be late. Better to avoid getting a scathing remark from Clemens. Oh, I should probably put my uniform on, but I don't want to. I don't want to, Clemens! Hello, hello. Oh, I'm so glad to see my little employees come to work cheerfully. Hello, Clemens. Is this a trap? You're early. I appreciate that a lot. Hyun and you are going to be able to tidy up the kitchen together. Okay, alright. I know what you must be saying to yourself. What? I'm at the cafe less and less, but I've decided to regain control of my life. I spent all these years working non-stop. I've decided to take a step back from things, and I trust you too. I'm leaving on a spiritual retreat with Pat, okay? Anyway, I'll be gone next week, and I'm counting on you to keep the cafe running. No! Okay, alright, but... Right, so, the days when you two aren't really available, the cafe will be closed. Too bad. What kind of a business does that? Dumbstruck, I just looked at Clemens. You can go put your uniform in the kitchen. Hyun must be taking care of the dirty dishes. I headed to the kitchen right away. Maybe I have a fever. It could be that I'm hallucinating. This is very strange. Oh, hi, you're early. Yes, unfortunately. I wouldn't want to insist, but I hope you bought your uniform. Excuse you? I've been kind of lenient about that recently. Is this Hyun telling me to put my uniform on? Because, no. We have to show off the cafe colours. It's important. Okay, maybe it's Clemens telling me to do that. Right, I'm going to put it on. Thanks. She went back out right away. What's going on? Are we in a space-time warp where Clemens has become easier to get along with? I hope it's going to last. I've never seen her like this. I slipped on my uniform. Might as well be flawless and not irritate Clemens today. Ugh, ugly uniform. I prefer encouraging her not to change mindsets. So, tell me everything. What do we have to do? Clemens will handle waiting the tables until I leave, so I wouldn't mind a hand here. That way you can just take care of cleaning up in the dishwasher until closing time. Okay, here we go. This is the worst. I hate being here. I got busy in the kitchen putting away everything that was lying around. Are you better? By the way, are your parents doing okay? Did you get to talk to them some more? Sure, let's go be. Yes, I'm okay, but it was complicated. My younger sister heard the news when she accidentally found a letter about the divorce, and she's taking it very badly. Oh no, that was exactly one of the things you were afraid of. Yes, but surprisingly enough, I ended up playing the role of the one who had to reassure her. And I found the right words for her much more easily than I found them for myself. So, is she okay? She's still having a hard time accepting it. My parents decided that we'd all get together in a week to talk about it. I feel dumb now for having reacted like that for just a divorce. But for me, it was unthinkable. I got the impression it was the end of our tight-knit family. I've always been told that there was nothing more important than family. I understand. I didn't get the chance to tell you, but thanks for having been there for me. Don't mention it. Hyun and I went on straightening up and talking about everything under the sun. Clemens keeps coming and going between the kitchen and the cafe's dining area. It's spotless here. You and I make a good team, as always. It's time. The place is all yours, Aerie. Right, I'm coming. I settled in behind the bar and kept an eye on the tables outside on the terrace. Hyun came out of the kitchen first. See you around. Thanks, I have a long weekend of studying ahead of me. Tell me about it, hang in there. Have a good day, Ari. I hope everything will go smoothly. Feel free to call me if you have a problem. Who are you and what have you done with Clemens? Sure. Thanks a lot, Clemens. Both of them walked out the door and went their separate ways. Wow, I can't get over it. A whole different Clemens. Long may it last. I ate the salad I had made myself and stayed behind the bar while keeping an eye out for any customers who sat down. It wasn't until the early afternoon that two people finally grabbed the only table in the sun. Here it goes, it's my call. Who is it? Who is it? Hello and welcome, what can I... This isn't going to be good, is it? Okay. Yeah, it's not good. Thanks, we'd like 2 jasmine teas and an unforgettable night. Haha, hey you two. We thought there might be a chance of you working at the cafe today. Good thing we came. I'm always glad to welcome my favourite customers. We'll only order if you promise to come have a drink with us tonight at the snake room. Looks like you've bounced back. Your attempt at blackmail is unacceptable, sir. Let's go that one. Please, at the snake room tonight. I don't have any plans. I don't know about you, but I get the feeling there's more and more pressure in class. It'd do us some good, don't you think? You're right. Besides, accompanied by you two, it should be fun. It should be fun. Yes. What about Rosa? I asked her, but she prefers a quiet evening with Lee. How is she? I haven't texted her much this week. She's fine. She went to class yesterday afternoon and it went well. I'm glad to know it. I'll call her sometime. So, 2 jasmine teas, right? Yes, please. Coming right up. I served them, and they stayed there an hour just chatting with me. When some other customers arrived, they promised to come by to pick me up at closing time. Good luck. See you. Thanks. See you later, boys. I served several customers until night fell. 5 minutes before closing the cafe, Alexei and Morgan showed up as planned. Wait, let me get this ugly uniform off. Much better. You ready? I feel like I haven't been out in 1,000 years. 1,000 years, seriously. I'm barely exaggerating. I closed up the cafe, activated the alarm, and came out. Let's go. I hope we'll get a seat this time. Last time, Morgan and I had to stand up all night. Yeah, but if we hadn't, you would never have danced with me. That's true. I recognized the silhouette moving ahead in front of us. Wait, it's Priya? Priya, yes! Oh, hi, you three. Are you going to the snake room too? Oh no, I'm going back to campus after a long day of studying. You're going to be okay walking back to campus? Maybe we could walk her back. No, no one is walking anyone back. Come with us, it'll do you a world of good. I have to study tomorrow, but I'm dying to, I admit. Yes, come on, Alexei, you are the worst. Well, yes, come on, even if it's just for a short hour. Well, it shouldn't hurt me, but seriously, really not for long. Yeah. Looks like there aren't many people for the time being. So much the better. Let's go before it's packed. Okay, so we've seen everyone so far except for Castiel. So that's going to be interesting when that happens. We sat down at a table close to the bar. Oh, look who's here, Alex. Alexei and Morgan got up to say hi to a friend of theirs. I get the impression everyone's swamped with work before the break. For sure, I knew that in law the quantity of personal work would be huge, but sometimes I implode. Seriously? Still, you seem so solid. It seems like you manage your study load no sweat. I know what it's like. Hang in there. There. Hang in there. Let's go, eh? It's because I do everything to convince myself. But I guess that, like everyone, sometimes I panic. I have a hard time imagining you panicking. You were always the one who reassured the group and pushed us to do our best in high school. Even with my family, I have that role. If ever you want to let loose someday, or fall apart, or talk, or go dancing, you know where to find me. I appreciate it, thanks. Alexei and Morgan came back to sit at our table. I got 2 pitchers, one of raspberry lemonade and one spicy strawberry lemonade. Spicy? With rum. Haha, okay, I see, thanks. We poured ourselves drinks. There was more and more of a crowd in the bar. We were incredibly lucky to find seats. I'm glad you came along with us, Priya. We haven't seen much of each other lately. Yeah, I feel like I can't manage to see anyone at all. Finishing up your masters is complicated. There are always our little Friday study sessions. We could start them back up if need be. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I'd be thrilled to, but unfortunately I have more and more group work with people from my major. Same goes for me. Thank goodness I met you at the beginning of the year, Morgan. Otherwise I would never have had time to charm you. Something tells me you would have managed no matter what, Alex. Yep, I think you were pretty determined. We all laughed wholeheartedly. What about you, Priya? Do you have someone in your life these days? No, law school was all I have in my life these days. Oh no, that's sad. Lexi! It suits me for the time being. That's what's most important. But listen to him. What about you? Well, should we tell him? You're awfully quiet on that topic for the matter. Where are you as far as that goes? Well, there is someone, but it's just the beginning, so I don't know. Seriously? Yes. So it's just the beginning, so I'm waiting to see. Deep down, I'm dying to ask you a billion questions, but I'm going to be good. Who are you and what have you done to Alexi? I can hardly believe it. You aren't pestering her with questions. Obviously, Ari will tell us more when she feels like it. Alexi, are you sick? Do you have a fever? Come on, stop. I'm perfectly capable of silencing my curiosity. We went on chatting, and around 1 a.m, Alexi dragged us onto the dance floor. All three of us danced, doing any old thing. We were laughing almost as much as we were wiggling. We must have been pretty funny to watch. Once we finished our drinks, we realised the end of the evening had come. Come on, let's go. Done. I'll catch up with you outside. I won't be able to make it back to campus without going to the bathroom first. Okay, we'll wait for you outside. Alexia was holding me by the shoulders and singing the words to the last song we had danced to. I bet I'm going to have it on my mind all weekend. Thanks, Alexi. Still wound up from our night out, I ran into a guy who was in front of the entrance. Oh, sorry. No harm done. Caught by surprise, I blurted out the world's most uninspired... Oh, God. Here we go. Caught by surprise, I blurted out the world's most uninspired answer. Hi, how's it going? Awkward. Good. Not as good as you, though. Looks like you're having a nice night out. Cool. Don't invite me home with you tonight. Obviously, my last conversation with him come to mind. Alexi and Morgan stepped away and kept on singing and laughing. I took the chance to leave them behind and talk to Castiel more privately. Yes, it's been a nice night out. Oh, this is so awkward. Oh my god. Listen, about last time, I know we got interrupted. I'm glad to see you. So, our pictures in the newspaper didn't cause too much trouble. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Let me have a think about this. No, you know what? I'm just gonna go with A. I feel like it's not the right one, but yeah, I'm just gonna go A. Oh, okay. I knew it wasn't gonna be good. We don't have to talk about it again. I think we've said everything there is to say. Even though we're talking the way we did before, I sense the terms of our relationship have changed. It's obvious. We spent a hot and heavy night together. When I see him, I can't keep the images of that night from running through my head. Are you sure everything's okay? So glad she doesn't say this out loud. We were totally naked on your couch a week ago, but yeah, everything's fine. Actually, no, that would have been good if she said it out loud. That would have been funny. Yes, I'm fine. My face must betray my thoughts, for sure. I hope your friend the dealer is doing well too. Oh, don't start. Is that the best nickname you could come up with? Seriously. admit that it suits him pretty well. I can't keep from thinking that, unfortunately. He's kind of right about the nickname. No, he has a first name. And apparently he has a bodyguard too. Don't overdo it, Castiel. In the good old days, I'm the one you would have defended that way. Obviously, those days are over. You made that pretty clear. Yeah, for several years. Oh, right. No need to rub salt in the wound. I can't believe it. You with Nathaniel. You've definitely changed. What? We obviously no longer have anything in common. I clenched my jaw. We looked at each other severely for a second without saying a word. He's being aggressive, but I know him. I know him much too well. He's just hurt. We're a thing of the past, Castiel, but it doesn't mean the present has to be bitter. It's easier to say than to live through. He's not making this any easier. But I'm going to try. I relaxed a little and saw his eyes soften up. It's far from perfect, but it's better than nothing. I'm good, we can go now. She walked towards us, waving hello to him. I thought you rehearsed every weekend and that you weren't free for the next 10 years. My rehearsal studio was right upstairs, Einstein. And besides, I'm not the one who hasn't answered messages for the past 2 weeks. The network was down and afterwards I was busy. Sorry, we were about to leave. Morgan and Alexia already at the other end of the street. Ready to go, Aerie? Yes, let's go. This has been sufficiently awkward. We said goodbye to each other before heading back to campus. It was kind of great though. I kind of really liked that scene. Priya and I caught up with Alexia and Morgan, who were starting to sing the song we had danced on like crazy for the 3rd time. Alexia and Morgan walked through the campus gate arm in arm. Morgan was humming a wedding entrance song. At least it's Morgan doing that and not Alexia. Priya and I laughed our heads off as we followed them. They're crazy, but entertaining. I can't disagree with that. I'm exhausted. You're getting old. I've partied later than this in your company. Hey, don't you dare say that. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Fake laugh. Alexia gave me a kiss on the cheek before turning to face Morgan. Do we really have to go? We could have kept partying somewhere else. You just said you were exhausted. Oh, really? Come on, off to bed. Morgan spanked Alexia's butt with the palm of his hand, laughing. Oh, please don't stop. Whoa, you guys need to leave right now. Okay, you two. It's really time to go to bed, for sure. They headed to Morgan and Hyun's room. Priya and I called the elevator. We could still hear them talking. I watched Priya walk into her room. I waved to her and closed the door. I took off my makeup, got undressed and slipped on a t-shirt 10 times too big for me, but oh so comfortable. I think I fell asleep even before my head hit the pillow. The sun shining through the window blinds is what woke me up. I stretched nice and big before grabbing my phone to see if I had any news from the outside world. Darn, the battery's dead. I forgot to plug it in last night. I don't know if it was by instinct, but I pulled the comforter up to my neck right as the door opened. Oh, hi, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. Oh, I know by this that it's Yelene. No problem. I wasn't asleep. She and I don't talk, but I get the feeling she's changed. She's only been in the room a minute, but just from the way she said hello, I got the feeling that she's sweeter than usual. What's going on? I held back a little of my anger from the past few months before speaking to her. Are you okay? Yes, I was in London, by the way. You were in London? Were you on vacation? I found a job. I sat up in bed. Does that mean you're leaving? A job? Are you dropping out of school? Don't get excited too fast. No, the jobs for once have graduated. Alright. It's kind of nice having a conversation without shouting at each other. My curiosity is keeping me awake. A job where? At the Tate Modern. I swallowed hard and almost choked. At the Tate Modern. It's only the most popular modern art museum in the world, even more than the MoMA in New York. What? How? Her mother, obviously. Yelene sighed before putting down her stuff and sitting down on her desk chair. I'll just be a guide. Oh. Is your mother the one who got you the interview? I was gonna say, at first I thought you were going to be managing a gallery at the Tate. Maybe let's not bring up her mum. But I definitely intend to become one. I'm going to move up and land the job of my dreams. In any case, it's a job in a great museum. That alone makes you lucky. I don't think it has anything to do with luck, but thanks. Oh, Yelene. You can't ever change a person deep down. I'm serious about that. I honestly don't think it has anything to do with luck. Yeah, okay, you already said. I had 4 interviews, including 2 really technical ones testing my knowledge of modern art. I was competing with people who had already graduated a long time ago, and some were applying for the second time. So I really landed this job. Oh, I see. Cool. That's great for you. Yelene put away her stuff and sat down on her bed. Does your mother know about your new job as a guide? I picked up my phone. I still felt like lounging around in bed. Yeah. I don't care. I spent all morning listening to music. I worked on my thesis a couple of hours. I straightened up my side of the room. I had time to do a video chat with my parents to bring them up to date. Just don't tell them about your drug dealer boyfriend, please. When Yelene talked to me, she did it nicely. Something had really changed. Maybe she had finally solved some personal problems that had an impact on her personality. Is it me, or has what? This is written really weird. Or has done some soul searching to be nicer today. Hopefully, it'll last. I did all I could to keep my mind off things, but all my thoughts were focused on tonight's date. I got a text in the early afternoon. For tonight, there's a movie at 10 p.m. How about meeting in front of the movie? We already agreed that we would meet there, Nathaniel. I answered right away. I wonder what kind of movie Nath picked. I had time to straighten my room perfectly, wash my hair, test all kinds of facial masks, and go around in circles in my room. It's almost time. Let's see what should I wear tonight. Oh, I don't know. Oh my god. I can't decide. I've always dreamed of wearing this maxi slit dress. It looks so good on me. I love this lace dress and my yellow pumps will match it perfectly, but I still can't decide. Nothing better than a leather jacket and vinyl pants. I like playing it badass now and then. What? But I can't decide. Oh my god, I don't know. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so I think this one. I think. Why is it 0? Why is it 0 gold? That's weird. And why does it look like something from my grandma's closet? Oh, this is weird. It's perfect and comfortable. Great. I'm ready. You must have a date. What makes you say that? Damn, I can't wait to play that bit on Castiel's route. Yelene looked me over from head to toe. Really think that this is a date outfit? Do I really need to answer that question? Your Sunday evening dress usually boils down to sweats and flannel socks. Thanks for noticing. And I'm sure the other residents can smell your perfume all the way to the top floor. I sniffed my wrist automatically. All the same, I don't feel like I dabbed on too much. I'm teasing. You look good. Wow. A compliment. I'm surprised. Thanks. Have a good time. See you later. It's weird. This is weird. Go on your date. Alright. I hurry to the campus gate. My heart is pounding 100 miles an hour. I don't know where to go. Nope. I'm getting close. I walked into the movie theater. Oh, it's right there. Cool. I'd never come here before. Oh, ooh, this is cool. It's just a date, as traditional as you can get, and yet my hands are all clammy. Nice. I scanned the theater a second to see if I recognized anyone. I recognized Nath right away. He's already at the box office. I waited for him to turn around and see me. Here, your ticket. Thanks. I haven't done this in years. What, go to the movies? Or go on a date? No, go on a date. Are you going to get dizzy and faint? Do I need to bring some oxygen? I have a hard time believing you. You must have had dates in the past few years. So maybe we should have gone all out then. Out to eat, movie, dancing, cocktails. No, let's go with A. Tis tis. I should be able to handle it. I'm not going to pass out, although your... What? Although your outfit is breathtaking. Are we looking at the same thing? Because I think you're lying. Shall we go? Yes. I hadn't even taken the time to look at my ticket to see what film we were about to go see. Ooh, what kind of film would he take us to? Probably like a mystery or a thriller or something. Oh, okay, we're going to see Seven, right? Yep, how did I know? Yep, it's a detective movie. They're re-showing it just tonight. Have you ever seen it? No. But still, it's a 90s classic. Hey, I feel you judging me. For me, it's a classic. I'm sure you haven't seen Pretty Woman, but still, it's a classic. Well, think again. I've seen Pretty Woman again and again. I giggled. We walked through the door into the movie theatre. Oh, okay. The theatre is far from full. So, if you've seen Pretty Woman, what's your favourite scene? Huh? The scene where they live happily ever after and have lots of children? Tis liar. We're going to watch it. I doubt you can force me to watch it. I have far more tricks up my sleeve than you think. We sat down somewhere in the middle of the theatre, and Nath stole a kiss from me as I was taking off my coat. Oh, cute. That's not a coat, though. It's like a cardigan. I have no doubt about that. I lost track of what we were saying as soon as his lips got close to mine. No doubt. No doubt about what? That you have more tricks up your sleeve than I think you do. The movie started and I slumped down a little in my seat until I landed in Nate's arms. Cute! I'm sitting sideways in my seat, slumped against him, and he has his arms wrapped around me and is gently caressing my skin. I do my best to concentrate on the movie, but I've waited all week to see him. And his moves driving me wild. His moves are driving me wild. His hand climbed up to my neck, and now he's playing with the fabric around my neckline. My hand is now hanging on the... Wait. My hand is now hanging onto the armrest between him and me. I grabbed my phone. I quickly realized that it wasn't mine, it's Nate's. Oh my god, are we going to see some sort of message that we're not supposed to see? I saw him switch his screen off immediately. He got a call from someone named Arthur. He put it back in his pocket. I leaned my head against him again. Nate sighed as he switched his phone off again. Everything okay? Because you're kind of ruining this date. Yeah, fine, don't worry. The worst thing to tell me to get me to start imagining a whole series of scenarios. This time it's a text message. I couldn't help reading the screen right in front of my eyes. Ooh, this is the last time I'm calling you. If you're not here in 5 minutes, I'm taking you off the project. Nath, what the... I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to leave. How dare you? But the movie isn't over. It's over soon. Don't miss it. It's the best part. Nath, do you want me to go with you? Definitely not. Sorry, No, I apologize. I shouldn't have reacted like that. I'm the one who is sorry. Okay, things just got real awkward. I promise I'll make it up to you. I know I can't hold him back. Be careful, then, if you're gonna leave. Promise. He kissed me, gently, coming back to my lips several times as if he was having a hard time leaving me behind. He got up from his seat and I tried to hold him back one last time. Why you look so worried? So worried. I promise, everything's going to be fine. I'm sorry. He let go of my hand and left the theatre. I ended up all alone on my row. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. All of a sudden, I'm cold and I can't concentrate on the movie anymore. This is where Castiel comes in. Are all our dates going to be like this one? Or I'm taking you off the project. What does that mean? Okay, well, I'm annoyed. How does he do that? How does he just... Oh, I'm annoyed. Okay, but overall, I did like that episode. I'm glad that we got to see all the love interests in it. I think that scene with Castiel was my favorite. That was funny. And I like how they did actually reference the fact that they had a past relationship, like, finally. So anyway, that was episode 13. I will be playing the other routes probably over the next couple of days. You'll see them pop up. So as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more Let's Play, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!